Happy Fridays, Vikings.
And welcome back. Now would everyone please stand for a moment of silence. Now please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Starting off, we've got an important announcement for the junior class. Any juniors who are interested in work-based learning during their senior year, please sign up on the guidance office. There is a sign-up sheet on Miss Brett's door.
For lunch, we are having a Frito pie or a grilled cheese sandwich, including a chef salad and, of course, the pizza bar. And if you want, you can get dessert of chocolate chip cookies.
I'm going to get plenty of baby carrots and fresh fruit, which are also our available sides.
You know what else is also available? The school's yearbook.
For anyone looking to find out how to save these precious memories and read the amazing senior quotes, scan the QR codes on the flyers in the hall to learn more about how you can buy a yearbook.
Make sure to order your yearbook before May 1st. Personally, I can't wait to buy a yearbook, but something that I don't have to pay for is an upcoming Teen Power movie night. The Teen Power movie night will take place on April 5th in the Field House from 6 to 9 p.m.
The featured movie is the all-time classic, The Sandlot. There will be free pizza and popcorn, so make sure you don't come for the movie, you come for the pizza and new memories.
The movie starts at 7 and is for 6th graders through seniors, so make sure you make a good impression on the young.
Flipping that last statement, the Young Impressions Art Showcase taking place now through April 13th at the Hoosier Salon in New Harmony. K-12 students in our area submitted pieces for this show and got awards for their artwork. There are a ton of great artworks. Many of our own North Posey students have artwork on display.
Including many freshmen, even some seniors submitted theirs.
Many of our seniors won awards, so go to the Hoosier Salon in New Harmony to check out these awesome students' artworks.
So now let's check out our awesome senior spotlight and fantastic UPS driver and Legally Blonde, Troy Holzmeyer.
Troy was selected for being active in our community and for his courteous character.
Troy is involved in multiple school activities including tennis, track, varsity club, and German club. Outside of school, he works at Barton's and the Carriage Inn. He's also involved in Tri-State Tennis and the musical, in which he did an amazing job in.
I know, right? Troy has also said his favorite teacher and class is Mr. Kirkman's junior history class. He said the activity he's most proud of is attending our sports games and matches while showing up and showing out.
When we asked Troy what he plans on doing after school, he said he planned on continuing his academic and tennis career at Oakland City University and getting a major in business law and ethics and a minor in history.
We all wish Troy good luck in his future endeavors. Now it's time to look at our spring sports.
Good morning, Vikings. I'm Braylon.
And I'm Britt, and welcome back to NPSN.
Let's get on track for a great sports segment as we preview the track and field team for this upcoming season.
You're going to have a field day with puns, aren't you?
Someone thinks she's smart.
I am smart. Anyway, spring sports are right around the corner as golf, tennis, and baseball practices officially started earlier this week.
Dang right they did. But one sport that's already been putting in the practice hours is track and field. Last night was the start of the season for both the boys and girls as they competed at home against South Spencer.
It was a cold night to compete, but Vikings didn't let the low temps or high winds stop them from coming out on top. There were several first-place finishes, including Courtney Helfert in both shot put and disc, Brandon Quartz in disc, Lennox Stone in shot put, Brody Fiend in long jump, Ethan Cyber in the 1600 and 800 meter runs, Ellie Jo Johnson in the 100 meter dash, and Laura Commons in 400 meters.
The Viking track and field team has some new faces on the coaching staff this year. Mr. Fisher and Mr. Colley have both stepped in this year, and we want to congratulate them and the entire team on a strong start to the spring season. Vikings, now it's time for a look at the weather.
Good morning, Vikings. It's Weather Boy Seth here.
And I'm Paige.
We have some crazy weather this past week, haven't we, Paige?
We sure have. Lots of temperature rises and drops, and of course, we can't forget about last week's storms.
Friday night was crazy, with high winds, heavy rain, and of course a trio of tornadoes that touched down in Gibson and Pike counties. According to the National Weather Service, 3 EF2 rated tornadoes touched down with an estimated wind peak speed of about 117 miles per hour.
Sadly, many people lost their houses throughout these storms, so let's keep them in our thoughts.
The timing of these storms coincides with the 100th anniversary of a historic tri-state tornado tragedy. A deadly tornado formed on March 18, 1925, carving a 219-mile path of destruction through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. It hit Griffin, Owensville, and Princeton head-on. This storm took 695 people's lives, making this the deadliest tornado in U.S. history.
Certainly a sad, scary anniversary, Seth. But let's lighten this up with our future temps, shall we?
Of course, speaking of temps, today will be a cloudy day with a high of 58 and a low of 42. Tomorrow looks to be partly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 46.
Sunday, we will have a high of 63 and a low of 41, with a partly cloudy skies, with a 45% chance of rain. Monday will be a partly cloudy day with a high of 59 and a low of 39.
That's all for today, Vikings. Remember to check your weather app for updates.
Let's send you over to Lee and Aslan to take a look at the upcoming STEM fair.
Welcome one and welcome all to our official Viking review of the STEM Fair.
There were many projects on display at the STEM Fair, but we only have time to show off a select few.
One thing we have to highlight is how each class from preschool to 12th grade had projects on display. Each grade level from South Terrace and North Elementary, as well as the junior high and high school, was represented. There aren't many events that bring grade levels together in one place, so that alone is really impressive.
You can't forget about the info tables from companies like Barry Nix, County Mark, and Snap-on Industrial. Purdue University even sent someone. There were plenty of representative and could talk about careers in the STEM field.
The manufacturing class also had multiple projects represented, like the big smoker that they've been building all year, the Pilgrim, the pit grill slash fire pit slash grill combination, and their rocket stove projects.
Sadly, they weren't actually smoking any meat.
Yeah, some barbecue would go really nice in my tummy right now.
Now I think we should take a moment to appreciate the Newton cradle made out of bowling balls. And we didn't forget about the Newton's cradle made out of 8 balls too. That's a lot of siblings for one Newton cradle.
We also need to recognize the 4th year engineering students who have spent the whole year making their projects. Their projects were all real products, from a TV projector to a pool filter. This small class prototyped, outsourced, and went through all of the channels to make their innovations amazing.
The art students also had a clay throwing demo. No, they weren't actually throwing clay at each other. That would be fun, but not today. They were throwing clay onto a wheel, along with many other art fixtures from each separate art class.
NPTV's very own Nathan Medina and Ethan Lehman made a battle bot, tackling the issue that battle bots are too expensive to make. Our heroes, Nathan and Ethan, set out to make an affordable battle bot. And Jace Rogers made a banana piano, otherwise known as a Biana-ano.
There are also bottle representations of our presidents, from Obama to Bush, from Washington to Trump. Each of these bottles were truly an artwork of American inequity.
If you made it out on Wednesday, you can agree that there was a great turnout with a wide variety of projects. Thank you all to the students and staff who made this event possible. It was great to see such talent within our community. Now, sending it over to Brody for a video game review.
Good morning, Vikings, and welcome to the land of Hyrule. It has been a while since I reviewed a game. It's kind of like I fell asleep, went forward through time, just like the game I'm reviewing today, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time came out in 1998 on Nintendo's classic console, the Nintendo 64, to a very big and major success from fans and critics alike. The game follows a young boy named Link as he embarks on an adventure through the land of Hyrule and time itself to stop the evil King Ganondorf from taking over the sacred land of Hyrule, along with the Triforce. But how does it stand now? Where it stands, it is as one of the greatest video games of all time to gamers all over the world. And to be fair, I agree. Ocarina of Time has a great story, has great characters, and great puzzles. Now the graphics, on the other hand, no, they don't hold up at all. Like the background in Hyrule Castle Town looks more like pixels than actual 3D polygons. Thankfully this was fixed in the 2011 3DS remaster. Other than that, it doesn't really take away from what I think matters in the game. So I would still rate this game a solid 10 out of 10 rubies for the story and characters. Anyways, that's all for this week's review. Now on to this week's top 5.
Good morning, Vikings, and welcome back to Top 5.
Today we're going to see what the top 5 best spring break close to home activities are.
In fifth place, we have going on insanely long walks.
In 4th place we have fishing.
In third place, we have campfires.
In 2nd place we have movies.
And finally, in first place, we have swimming.
That's all for today, Vikings. We're leaving you today with some other spring break plans from the Viking Nation.
Have a great day. NPTV signing off.
Spring break.
Over spring break, I will be mainly camping and spending time with my family.
Nice. Very, very nice.
With NPTV, and she's going to tell me what her plans are for over spring break.
I am going to go to St. Louis and watch the Cardinals opening day game and then just wander around the city some.
Sightseeing, that's pretty cool.
What are you gonna do over spring?
I'm gonna work.
What will you be doing over spring break?
Playing Roblox.